All right, all right, all right, all right. Look at this beautiful shot. Sorry, yeah.
It is beautiful. So this is a game you've been wanting to stream for a while now.
Yeah, ever since I found out it was a delisted game, I'm like, I had it in my library for ages. Ooh, shoot. The
I
RT
always
space
like
station.
space stations. God, that cat looked stoned.
This gonna certainly have cutscenes so much as still DeviantArt images.
Yeah. You know what game had like still scenes, but like in order for their cutscenes that was like really cool and stylized?
What was it? There's been a bunch.
I know, but there's two in particular that are absolutely fantastic. The first one being Marlo Briggs in The Mask of Death. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, its cutscenes are they're cheap. Like you can tell that it was made on a budget. However, they absolutely make it work. Um, the other is some of the cutscenes in the Bayonetta games.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
whenever they have like the film reel aesthetic,
yeah, they had a few
and
of those.
yeah, those are though I think it's a really nice way of doing cutscenes. And yeah, it is also a budget saver because you don't have to do animation
Yeah.
or lip movement.
Oh no! Guess what's happening? Gameplay. Oh, so
Yeah,
so what do you
or
know about the story from the cutscene that you just witnessed?
well, you were being turned into a robot a la Eggman style, and you woke up in the process. So you're basically the rabbit girl from Sonic, and you're escaping not Eggman's lab.
Yeah, I'm just doing. It is Bunny Rabbit. God dang it! I didn't realize that, and I'm like, huh. But you're saying it out loud. It really does sound like Bunny Rabbit's backstory.
I mean, it is. But also, Bunny Rabbit is like one of the best Sonic characters.
Oh, I really do like her design. It's a
Yeah,
good design. Like my first Sonic OC was based off of her.
nice. And I'm always a fan of like
You know
cyborg
the
characters.
half robot thing, not the actual
Yeah,
bunny with boobs thing.
yeah, no. Bunny with boobs have existed for like a long time. Uh,
I just
the
killed Dave and I just killed Steve. Oh,
big rip.
yeah.
Uh,
The dialogue is plenty fun. He's like
yeah,
the eel robot is like, oh yeah, you just beat up my minions.
yeah. Uh, luckily, Bunny Rabbit is one of the characters that is not owned by Ken Penders.
Ken Penders owns like so few characters that it's not even
But
funny.
he owns less characters than he thinks he owns.
That's what I mean. Like he owns like
Yeah.
a number, but like the thing is, he owns less than he declares he does. He doesn't
Yeah,
own Sally. He
he's
doesn't
tried to
own.
take legal action on some characters that he doesn't actually own. Like because of like the way his departure was and how the characters were like there was some ambiguity, but ultimately it was determined that some of the characters he was trying to do legal
No.
action.
Oh, there we go. Oof. Ah, drat.
uh you fell.
I really don't like
Is it
when like platforms move when you can't even get like on them yet. Like just give them like me a nice delay of like 20 seconds. The platforms move. You know?
yeah, or have it show like one cycle of them moving so that by the when the cutscene ends it's back at the start.
Mm, fair.
Ooh, secret box.
Not really. I mean, it is secret, but it's like
The
things.
paneling reminds me of a TIE fighter.
Yeah, this game is like actually pretty decently designed. It's I think it's like a Swedish studio or something. Right Nice Games. Um,
Did that Swedish Yarn game ever come out? I remember the internet was
yes,
like absolutely in love with it during
yes,
its
it
announcement.
had a sequel too.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it was published by EA, so nobody cared.
Oh, that's rough. I hope
That
the
that was the
Swedish.
crux of the issue. Like nobody noticed because EA.
God damn it, EA. EA buys up so many properties and then just drives them to the ground.
Oh, this was different. This was part of EA's. It's the same program that got It Takes Two published. It's a thing that EA does
You
where
remember
they
how many issues we had with with EA's servers, and even just
yeah.
logging on to like launching on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's this thing that it's an EA original program where EA will buy up an indie game and then release it on their platform. The art's not bad, by the way. It is very cartoony. Um, but
Of this game.
yeah, for this game,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her design.
it is not a great design.
It's really not. It's basically a human with like
A
a
cat
cat
face.
head.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank. Though to be fair, Ratchet and Clank is like the main
That's a good
design.
design, that bird.
Oh no, you will not like him when you see him in motion. He's the most obnoxious character.
I don't like his voice.
Good, he is the most obnoxious character.
Do they try to make it Kazooie, but like utterly fail?
No, he's like Short Round from Indiana Jones?
Oh God! Of course I know Short Round. You remember me making the jokes in when we played It Takes Two when we were stepping on all the bugs in the mold level?
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe we step on a fortune cookie. You know, the thing that Short Round said, which was
Okie dokie,
like,
Mr. Jones.
God,
The
the
game is beautiful, by the way. You can that's one of my favorite things you can ever do with a video game.
mm,
Look
I
into the
mean,
skybox.
yeah,
Do you,
but
do you
I've
see? Do you see like the rest of the world right there? That's like everywhere I'll ever go.
I don't know. The aesthetic seems a bit derivative. Like I've seen these kinds of maps on the Unity store. Like the aesthetic, I mean, not the necessarily map, but
Mm.
I don't know. The like it. I've seen this kind of like style in like Sea of Thieves and uh Fortnite.
Fair.
Like
I mean, it's a
it
cartoony
doesn't.
style, but like this came out in like 2013.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess
Prob-
it's
pro-
not
pro- probably
as
closer
you.
to 2014, but
I guess it's just not as like it wasn't as common as it is now. Hmm.
mm.
You know, a game has a style that still looks amazing.
What?
Wind Waker, the
Mm,
original.
that's fair, but that's like really. This is cell shading.
I know, but it leans into it
Yeah,
like
that's
really
fair.
well. And I've always stood by the statement that a stylized aesthetic will always be better than a hyper-realistic aesthetic because hyper-realistic styles will always look like garbage 5 years down the line.
I don't know.
Like,
The Uncharted games look.
yeah, I haven't played any of the Uncharted games,
They're
but like
fine.
Fallout 3, I remember when Fallout 3 came out and it did look absolutely amazing.
Mm.
And now you like it looks like garbage.
I mean, fair. That's you always go.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't need a like I do not care if a game can render every individual pore and every single hair follicle. Like I do not care about that.
You know, games do benefit from like the super realistic art style though.
Viking games.
Horror games.
Yeah, maybe. I've played plenty of stylized horror games that are
Oh, okay, yeah.
absolutely amazing and terrifying.
Definitely, it depends on like what kind of horror you're going for. Like, I can't imagine Resident Evil with a cartoony art style.
Yeah. God, what was the last horror game I played?
You know what?
Oh,
Like, surprised me.
what?
There's no horror games that take place in like a a desert. Well, there's a few, but like none that are good.
I
No,
mean,
no, I mean,
uh, uh, Half-Life 1 technically, because Black Mesa takes place in a desert.
that's not a horror game. It takes place mostly in facilities.
That's fair. Oh, there was
Oh,
this one
she's getting fussy that I'm taking my time, not saving her. Oh, for
there was I don't remember what it was called, but there was this really like psychological horror game where it was in a desert and you had to like find these different like buildings, like abandoned warehouses and shit, but like each time you turned around, the entire map would like get weird. Because it was like procedurally generated, but also had like used non-Euclidean uh uh maps basically.
mm. I'm on a moon. I'm not on a planet. I'm on a moon. I want to make that very clear.
I mean, Star Wars uh Return of the Jedi, most of it took place on a moon. Like they weren't on Endor, they were on one
Mm.
of Endor's moons.
Fair enough.
That's why it's called the forest moon of Endor. Or maybe hold on. Is Endor the planet that the forest moon revolves around, or is the forest moon called Endor?
Mm. I think the forest planet is
Uh,
Endor. The moons of Endor.
blah blah blah. Endor.
Yeah, so you know those orange thingies I'm picking up? Those are currency that I use to buy the freedom of these fluffy cloud people.
Do you need to free the floppy cloud people?
Uh, they're the main collectible.
Oh, they don't even look interesting.
No, if I free enough, I get more health. I might as well when I see them.
Okay. Yeah, the planet that the moon orbits is Endor
Okay.
in Star Wars.
Did you hear what he called her? Jelly beans. Okay, I want to make it very clear. I may sound negative, but I really do like this. I legitimately do think it's a solid game, and I'm actually kind of miffed that no people can no longer buy them. But why is it delisted? Why is this now an illegal video game? Ooh, spooky.
Why?
The publisher. Uh, the publisher for this game decided they didn't want to make video games anymore, so they just delisted everything without telling anyone.
Oh, so it's a forbidden video game.
You know, the developers at Right Ace were not told about this, so they were like, "Hey, we would like to publish it ourselves," and like, "Nah, can't, won't let you."
That'll fuck over all the developers.
They did that. Yeah, they did that.
That is such a dick move.
Yeah.
So I have IMDb opened up because we were talking about a certain actor. earlier, right before the stream, because we were talking about Shawshank.
Mark Wahlberg?
What? Is he in that?
Oh no, I don't think he is.
I told you that I had the dream where Mark Wahlberg died of food poisoning, right?
You know what weird dream I had last night?
Huh.
I thought I dreamed I was playing Katamari.
I mean, we did play Katamari last night.
I know, but I dreamed I was playing it in my dream.
Wait, was the game where you got like the moon of like 850 meters
I actually
and
did
forgot to
that.
save?
I
What?
actually did that.
Are
That
you
was a thing.
sure?
I actually did that. That was a thing. No, I had a dream last night where I was playing Katamari, and I'm like, oh, I want to play more Katamari when I woke up, so that's what I did.
Katamari's a good game. Oh, that dog just sat on my or is linked. Oh, that's my belly. Move. Eh.
I just freed a cloud person. Yay, me.
Nice. Okay, why are you walking on my body? Okay,
Doggo
go
just
there.
wants attention.
Lay down. Lay down.
Your
Let
body
me
is
pet
soft
you.
and squishy. It is your fault.
No, he stepped right on my belly. I'm laying down right now. I have a laying down desk. Instead of a standing desk, I have a laying desk.
Mm.
So I can, which just means I got a desk that's level with my bed. And it is the best thing ever. My back feels so much better
It's a good
than
decision.
when I
Yeah.
use chairs. Yeah, because for most of the time when I'm like on it, I lay down like a French girl, like Titanic, which you have never seen.
I know the memes.
I know,
I know
but
the I know the
you know
I
what?
know the boy dies at the end. Gosh, what kind
Okay,
of plebeian do you
okay,
take me for? I also know the
okay.
girl that self-destructs. She literally turns into a massive pelican that flies away and devours
No,
the
it's a
flesh of
stork,
men.
not a pelican. You
I was just making shit
Philistine.
up.
I know,
uh,
I know.
I'm very familiar with the movie.
Well, yeah, it's
With
still a good movie,
I'm very familiar
but
with a bunch of movies, like Shawshank Redemption, which is about a man who's named Shawshank who redeems himself from his horrible crimes.
yes, the crime of murdering his wife, which he definitely did.
What? No, I thought he was Shawshanking. Oh god, this is so weird now.
How embarrassing.
Oh, imagine being arrested for
Uh,
murder.
I'm still going to absolutely roast you for not having seen Titanic. You know what? Why don't we make that the first thing we watch on like the idea that we had of like
I
I,
mean,
if you watch
probably
Titanic.
not because I don't want to watch Titanic alone. I'd rather watch it with like
No, we watch
legitimate.
it to. Oh,
You,
like in person?
yeah. It's a
That's
romance
fair.
movie, right? Why would you ever want to watch a romance movie by yourself in your lonely, decrepit bedroom?
It's a disaster movie.
It's a
Like
romance.
it's no like Titanic is what kicked off the disaster movie genre.
I mean,
Like
yeah, but it's a
after Titanic,
romance.
after Titanic, that's when you started getting movies like Dante's Peak and Twister and fucking that really crappy one. Um,
Done.
oh,
2012.
well, yeah, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Oh God, what was that?
Oh, look at
Pearl
me. Look
Harbor.
at me. I got a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Pearl Harbor. That's what I was thinking of.
Wasn't that directed by Michael Bay?
What I was it? I mean, that sounds
I'm
right.
pretty dang sure that was directed by Michael Bay. If my knowledge of really bad nostalgia critic skits means anything.
Let's see, 2001, Touchstone, direct. Yep, Michael Bay.
Mm. He wanted to direct it because he wanted to make a love movie.
Yeah, he wanted to copy Titanic.
Everyone wanted to copy Titanic. You know how many people would like salivate if like just to touch something James Cameron has touched?
Uh, there are things I would not want to touch that James Cam. There's a lot of things that if James Cameron touched it, I would not touch.
I mean, he made the Terminator film.
Yeah, but he also made Avatar.
I mean, Avatar is not a bad film. It's a
Yeah, but
weird
it's not
film.
good either. It's forgettable.
It is incredibly forgettable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited to see if he can make it work with the something $billion he's spent on the sequels that'll never come out.
Yeah. The
The Avatar sequels cost $1 billion to make because he's filming all 5 at once.
oh god. The so
Okay,
I
I'm gonna be honest. I do like that they just make sure you get a circle, like when you're aerial. That's nice.
uh,
Like they don't rely on like the realistic lighting from the. They have a fake drop shadow.
yeah, I can see it fade whenever you land. Um so I will say there is one thing that that Avatar did, one trend that Avatar did that I'm a huge fan of. And that is like media getting really big and then being completely forgotten as soon as it ends.
I was gonna say Sigourney Weaver, but
So,
he's
no,
been
Ava-
doing that
Avatar
since
did
like
not. Avatar did not start Sigourney Weaver. Okay, Sigourney Weaver was fantastic well before Avatar. Look at Holes.
But I mean, like Sigourney Weaver in like her old age. There was like a period where she just wasn't in anything, and then she came back, swinging with Avatar. And then
Yeah.
she was in a few movies, and then she just was like, I think I'm done acting for a while.
I respect any celebrity who chooses to uh, retire. Like I respect their decisions.
That's fair.
Uh,
Sigourney
but yeah,
Weaver is like one of my like favorite actresses anyway.
absolutely. I love her in Holes. That is one of her best roles.
I like her in like all the Alien films, even the bad ones.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah. Anything Sigourney Weaver is in is enjoyable.
Look at like
Not
look
necessarily.
at the character
What?
designs now that we're like just kill.
Yeah, I don't like her character design.
It is very very humanoid and not in like a cartoony way.
Yeah, it's like a bad fursuit.
Oh my god, that's exactly what it is. It's like a bad first.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like someone's very first fursuit attempt.
Gotta figure out where I need to go. Dang.
God.
Oh.
But yeah, circling back to why we were talking about celebrities and stuff. Yeah, we were talking about Shawshank, so I have Morgan Freeman's IMDb up
That's fair.
to see what
But he's been in.
he's well recently.
Wasn't he the president in the Olympus Has Fallen movies?
I never watched that.
That's fair. I haven't seen them.
Nutcracker in the Four Realms.
Oh yeah.
Is
I
that
can look
is that the one with the Nazi rats?
No.
Okay.
That's that was the one that came out like a few years ago that when Disney was trying to capitalize on like all their stuff they have laid around. Oh, we're finding out a little about our main antagonist.
Let's see, was it 2010? I think it may have been 2010. Yes, it absolutely was the 2010 Nutcracker that had the rats being Nazis, and also like Albert Einstein or Mark Twain or whoever the fuck.
Mark Twain was in it?
Well, someone play. I don't know. It looks like it could be either Albert Einstein or Mark Twain, because Albert Einstein and Mark Twain look the same?
Well, first off, no, they do not.
They really do. They're both they're what's iconic about them is their wild hair and their big mustache.
I mean, the way you can tell the difference is that one looks more dignified and the other looks wild.
Let's see. Uh
Mark Twain's family life is like so sad.
that was Nathan Lane?
Nathan Lane's been in a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess after he stopped doing movies at Disney, he had to do something.
I'm gonna assume it's Einstein because the character's name is Uncle Albert.
You know what? Fair enough.
And it looks like Albert Einstein / Mark Twain. Oh no, it definitely is Albert Einstein.
Nathan Lane plays Albert Einstein?
Because I can tell because one of the pictures of the character is him standing or him next to a chalkboard that says E = MC squared.
Fair enough. That's one way to like make it obvious.
Yeah. God. I
I'm gonna be honest. There's like something about this game that you just can't tell from the
watching.
from just watching, but it really
Is it
does.
floaty?
No, it's not floaty. It's that it's like really snappy. This is legitimately good platforming. Like, there are plenty of games where I'm like, oh god, the platforming there's something wrong. It's a bit cumbersome, etc., etc. But this one, it's like, no, this is like legitimately smooth. Everything feels like really nice.
Yeah, God. You want to know what some of the worst platforming I've ever experienced in a game was? And it was a game that we streamed.
Give me a hint.
I did not like the game, despite popular opinion.
I don't remember.
Mario Sunshine.
Oh.
Like, I did not like the controls, especially that they got rid of the long jump.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, Nathan Lane, I really wish the producers movie, like the one based off the musical, I really wish that was good. And I'm not blaming Nathan Lane for it being bad. I think a big reason why it was not good is because the humor was slow, because it was an adaptation of the stage play, which had pauses for the audience to laugh. Whereas in the original Mel Brooks, there weren't any like pauses for people watching to laugh in between jokes, because Mel Brooks' style was doing a bunch of like joke after joke after joke, so that by the time so that you don't have time to like stop and think about it before they're on to the next joke.
That's fair.
And
That
so
is a valid method of.
yeah, Mel Brooks's style of humor is spray and pray. Like, just say a lot of jokes, and at least one will hit. Like, everyone will find at least one of them funny.
That's fair. I'm
But
trying to think like any particular comedies that are like really stand out. Like, oh yeah, this is like a peak tier comedy.
Monty Python Holy Grail.
Oh please, let's not bring up anything with that man in it at the moment. I'm not happy with him.
What happened?
What's his face? It's the dude who got famous from like the Monty Python crew, the most famous one. He played Lancelot.
Let's see. Who was that? John
John
Cleese?
Cleese, yeah.
What
Yeah,
happened?
he's been very unhappy with what's that thing where like he's been complaining about how you can't make fun of people anymore.
Oh.
You know
Oh.
the whole
Yeah.
here's a joke in a world where I can't make fun of people who are minorities. Person walks into a bar, the joke ends, kind of
I
thing, and
mean,
it's
there's
like,
a lot of like person walks into a bar jokes that are funny
I mean,
that don't
a
make fun
person
of
walks
people.
into a bar, he says "ow."
Exactly. A dyslexic man walks into a bra.
Yeah.
I can say
Uh,
that because I'm dyslexic.
yeah, and like he's like, "Oh, I can't make fun of people anymore," and I'm like, It's not that you can't make fun of people anymore. Like you can make
It's
fun
just
of
that
tons of
some people
people.
won't find that funny.
Yeah, the problem is it's like you can't make fun of people for being like a thing. The joke,
Yeah.
the punchline should never be, and the
Uh,
man's arm was missing.
uh,
You know?
there, I will say there is one funny. It wasn't something at the expense of someone of an amputee. However, them being an amputee is what
Important to
made
the
it
joke.
work.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
dang it.
yeah.
I'm dead.
There was
Ah, damn.
rip.
Oh no,
There
wait.
was this one. There was this one skit about trying to like rob a museum or something, or a bank or whatever, and they were going through the plans, and one of the guys was missing a leg, amputated.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Wait, well, how are we gonna get? You're gonna use a grappling hook. How are you gonna get it through the metal detector?" And he's like, you see, I have these magic things that allow me to get many things past metal detectors. They're called crutches.
Mm.
Um, and then it was like, all right, well, how are you going to sneak a grappling hook through? Someone will notice it. And he just pulls out 30 feet of rope and a grappling hook out of his pocket. And it's like, you didn't notice. And because the way they did that joke was they cut a hole in because the person that was doing the skit was an actual amputee. I want to say it was the one that had that stand-up routine about hiding 2-liter sodas in his pant leg to sneak into the movies.
Mm.
I think it was that comedian. And like the way they did the grappling hook gag was that they cut a hole in the pocket and just uh had it in the pant leg um before where the pant leg was like
Mm.
folded and sewn shut. And
I
like
mean, yeah,
yeah,
that's like the kind of humor that's like legitimately funny. But
yeah,
when it's like, oh, and the joke is, cripple, like that's not funny.
yeah,
Like, when the
yeah, that is
punchline
not
is
funny.
literally that the person exists, that's not funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
I and the thing a lot of people that are crying about cancel culture making comedy impossible, the thing they don't realize is that comedy is still possible. They're just not that funny.
well, a lot of here's the thing that really bugs me. John Cleese is a famous comedian. And a lot of his best jokes are the ones where he's not making fun of people. Like
Yeah, like in Monty Python
the
and the Holy
dead
Grail.
parrot. The dead parrot is such a great
Absolutely.
joke. I love that joke. And he was involved in that, and he apparently doesn't get that he can still make that joke.
Yeah, the
That
only people he's gonna offend is PETA, but PETA kills more animals than like a a city pound does.
yeah. Anyway, my big takeaway is that when it comes to comedy, like people can still make like tons of jokes. My brother literally made a joke today about how he was making a bad faith argument and that it was a slippery slope while standing on a literal slippery slope before he fell to the ground. So that That's a
That's
gag.
fun.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say he was making a joke about his cancer.
No, no, he makes jokes about his cancer all the time, but like they're they're stupid, fun jokes, not like actual spirited
Yeah,
jokes.
like
These were
you
both
can still,
idiots.
yeah, you can make jokes that involve like people, just don't make it at their expense. Like
Mm.
so I was talking with so you saw the thing I posted in in your Discord server with the um with the like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon thing. Just screenshot this to see what your Pokemon is. And Keela, our boyfriend Keela, ended up getting Meowth, and I was like, not gonna lie, that's kind of gay.
Yeah,
You know, because we're all on the LGBT Q community.
yeah. Oh, by the way, before you wonder, the bird is sad because his daddy's not at home.
If
He brings it up
you,
like 3 times and it's not interesting.
jeez,
It never has a payoff.
oh, that's boring. You know
There's
what movie had a missing father or an absent father and did it really well because the father was
Treasure
played by
Planet.
Michael Caine?
Oh no. I was gonna say Treasure Planet and like okay, what is it?
Austin Powers, Gold member.
Oh, that was Michael Caine.
Yeah, he played Austin's father.
I didn't realize that was him. I thought that was like one of the old James Bond actors they managed to kidnap.
Oh god, Michael Caine would make an absolutely fantastic James Bond villain.
You know when he's yeah he would be I can believe that.
Yeah.
Died again. Game's like really easy. It's just the combat is so spammy where they summon like 5 million tools in your general direction. That's like oh so easy to
Yeah.
just get like hit.
You know who would make an interesting James Bond? One
Oh,
that I think nobody would expect, but I do believe he'd be able to pull it off given the right script because he is a phenomenal actor.
oh.
Tom Holland.
Hmm.
I think a James Bond that's on the younger side might be an interesting take.
Well, he's not a great Nathan Drake, so
Oh god, he is Nathan Drake, isn't he? I forgot
yeah.
about that.
And they
Yeah.
didn't hire Nathan Fillion. That poor man uses
Yeah.
his own money to make a movie just to prove that he can play Nathan Drake. And what did they do? They didn't even hire him. He wasn't even on the short
Yeah.
list.
His name's even Nathan.
Yeah.
He changed his name to Nathan just so he could play Nathan Drake, and they still rejected
Well,
him.
it was always Nathan, but
I know, that's a joke.
yeah. Legitimately, it even looks like Nathan Drake.
Yeah. He's our universe's Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
By
Except
the
instead
way,
of going on epic adventures in foreign countries, he decided he wanted to become an actor.
yeah.
He even got like a bunch of other actors who all look like they come from directly from the video game. It's ridiculous.
Oh god. Anytime I try to think of Uncharted, all I can think of is the Jumanji sequel because it's fantastic. I excuse me.
You mean Zathura?
No, the Jumanji sequel, not Zathura.
Zathura is a sequel to Jumanji.
I know. Well, it's in the same universe, but it's not a sequel. That'd be like saying Thor is a sequel to Captain America. Like they're in the same universe,
But
but
Captain
it's not a
America came after Thor.
whatever. You know what I mean?
I think
Uh,
you've lost this argument and you're just backtracking.
no, what I'm saying is they are in the same universe, but it is not a sequel.
Coward.
Um, it,
Admit that Thor is a sequel to a Captain America. Do it. Because I've
but it's
crippled
not
your
because Thor came
conversation.
out first.
That's fair.
You've lost this argument. Just admit.
I won this argument.
uh, so, anywho, I'm talking about the one with The Rock and Jack Black.
Never seen it.
Oh my god! It is so good.
I
So
mean, I
and
really do
it
like Jack Black movies, but like that one just flew under my radar completely. Did you know Jack Black
Jack.
played a video game about himself?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Um,
he played the Jumanji video game, and he's like, "Wow, this game really doesn't get my good side," or something
the
like that. He
I,
probably really liked it. I don't know. I that was like 3 years
probably.
ago.
It's so nice to see Jablinski Games was able to make it into a big budget movie like Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, it really is impressive how far he's come from his cinematic debut of
You
Shark
have a
Tale.
Pitfall, Pitfall too,
Oh yeah.
or was it regular Pitfall?
Pitfall. I think it was just Pitfall.
Yeah, that was his debut. Jack Black's mom, it brought the Apollo, was it Apollo 13 home?
Yeah,
Yeah, while she was in labor.
yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah, there should be honestly, there needs to be a movie about Jack Black's mom, and this stuff. Like
Just imagine
was,
Jack Black
she
plays
was.
Jack Black. Like, look at the
I
end of the
mean,
movie,
that
she gives
it could.
birth, and it's
Yeah,
like
no,
just actual Jack Black himself, and he's like just
no. I
sitting
was
there in
gonna
like a
say like
bib.
I was gonna say like a framing device of like Jack Black going up, like playing himself and like going up to some major like university to give a speech about his mom and having him be the narrator of everything. Uh,
That could be amusing. But here's my pitch. It's a movie, and it's Jack Black's mom, as she is right now. I'm pretty sure she's still alive. Is she still alive? It'd
let's
be
see.
awkward if she wasn't. Um, just as she is right
No, she
now.
passed away. She passed away in
Okay.
2016.
Oh, that hurts. Uh, they can do the whole deep fake thing they do with like Disney characters now.
Leia.
Oh,
Yeah.
the deep fake has gotten really good. Have you seen the new Boba Fett episodes?
Uh, no, but I did watch uh I did watch something that had like half the characters being artificially de-aged,
Mm.
which is the same kind of technology.
Wasn't that the
Um,
Spider-Man movie where they de-aged William Dafoe and Doc
yes,
Ock?
Yes, yes. William Dafoe, Alfred Molina, and the guy who played Sandman. They were the ones. God, it. Okay, No Way Home is a really, really good movie.
How long have we been streaming?
Only about 40 minutes.
Really? Oh god, game is a lot
Yeah.
shorter than I thought it was.
Wait, are we almost done?
I'm on the second world out of 3. So.
Oh, you want to just like try to beat it?
Uh, gosh, part of me is like, oh god, no.
But the other part is like, oh hell yes.
I mean, I could have. I'm basically rushing through it because I know everything like the back of my hand.
Yeah, it's just a casual stream. Who cares if you don't 100% it?
That's fair.
Like, when have we ever 100%ed something on the show or on the channel?
Majora's Mask.
We didn't 100%. There were plenty of heart pieces that we missed.
Mm.
The banjo games, however,
Yeah, we did do those. Yeah.
yes, except for the Game Boy Advance. My dark shame.
If you ever want to
I
go back
was
and give that one another go.
not yet. There is one thing I have been considering, and that is a 401%, which I don't believe has been done. So I would be the world first on it. 401% being the 2 banjo games for the Nintendo 64, the DK64 101%, and then 100%ing the Game Boy banjo game.
Hmm. That could be fun.
Yeah,
I
it's not
definitely don't
something
think.
that's been done before and doesn't actually have a category on speedrun.net.
It would be the very
Uh,
first. Spooky.
yeah. Although if I wanted a world record, I would just do Trixie in Toyland.
Hmm.
Hell, I could do Ninja Bread Man because I watched the world record speedrun for that, and it was not at all an optimal
An
run.
optimized run, yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that they kept doing was trying to approach the exit to the level from the wrong side.
Hmm.
Because the exit to the level in Ninja Bread Man is is like a glass light bulb with a hole cut into it. So you have
Okay,
to
I want you to realize that I've basically been doing
speed
this
running
thing
this.
this entire time where I'm just like just absolutely just balls to the wall, just ramming my fist against this entire platforming section.
To be fair, the platforming section does look like a load of bullshit.
I have 5 HP now. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I saw.
Look, I'm in the past. Spooky.
See what the world record for Skylar and Plux is.
Well, I'm not gonna have any more competition because, like, the thing is that game's still listed.
Yeah, let's see. Adventure on Clover Island. Jesus Christ. 12 minutes 41 seconds.
Mm.
9 months ago. Let's see. Second place is 13 minutes 7 seconds, which is 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't think we're getting world record
That's
on
fair.
this.
I never intended to. Shoot, game crashed.
Oh,
Um,
you want to call it?
yeah, I'm gonna call it.
Sorry for the short stream.
It
We're expecting the game to crash.
happens.
Check out some of the other things. We finished Katamari. So check that out. We're gonna be starting Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be
Yeah.
Wednesday, right?
Monday and Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Oh, so tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah. What? Uh, put in the what should be the comment challenge?
If you could play any game that was forbidden, like, what would it be?
Oh God, that's a
If you could, no, that's ultra specific.
yeah.
If you could bring back any game from the grave, what would it be? Like an old game that nobody talks about, that's like everybody's forgotten exists. What would it be?
Shadow Memories or Shadow Destiny. No, Shadow Memories. Shadow Memories. That's what it was called, right?
Probably.
Yeah, Shadow Memories. Because that is a game that deserves an HD remake.
You know, game I played recently that got like a HD make.
An HD make?
Yeah, it's a Bloodborne
Oh,
for the PlayStation 1.
oh God, that sounds amazing. I'm always fascinated with demakes. Did you ever see the the remake of Skyrim that basically gave it the graphics of Morrowind?
That sounds so funky.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there somebody took the time to make Bloodborne on the PS1. I believe you can actually run on it. Like they optimized it that well.
Oh, Jesus
Um,
Christ.
it has like it's so funky because you know like how Bloodborne is like one open world, right? Where there's like no loading
Yeah.
zones outside
Do
of
they
like
do they use fog to hide the loading zones?
no, they literally just have it so that you can when you open like doors, you enter into a different section.
Okay.
It's definitely broken up. It's like an old ass PS1 game. And they even do like the
Yeah.
bit where like you don't control with the sticks like you do.
Oh, it's tank controls?
A bit, yeah.
Uh,
It's kind of funky. It's so weird. You don't use the sticks, you use the D-pad, and you use the buttons, and it's like just it really does feel like they just made it for the PS1, like it was like legitimately for like the PS1 rather than like
That's so interesting.
yeah, you press
Uh,
the A button to lock on. You
oh my
use the
god.
D-pad, and if you want to swap items, you press select,
Oh god.
and you have to manually equip everything slowly, like a PS1 game would have you do. And the
God,
trick
that sounds.
weapons are like they're not really tricky.
Oh god. I'll have to look that up. If y'all want to see more, definitely subscribe and hit the bell because YouTube's algorithm is garbage. With that out of the way, there's nothing left to say but good night, everybody.
Auf Wiedersehen.